Darnell Washington kind of gets overshadowed a little bit by Brock Bowers because Darnell Washington is more of the traditional tight end. Brock Bowers is more of the hybrid tight end right now when you look at what they want to do with the tight end position. But back when I played, they had this play called the fall down play, to where the tight end would literally come off the ball, fall down with run action, get up, and come wide open. Now, because everything goes on tape now, and every single play is a recruiting tactic, you can't have guys like that falling down. There is nothing athletic about falling down. Can't play big boy football, can't play football at all with your feet touching together, with your feet off the ground, and with you on the ground. But I want you to watch Mr. Darnell Washington. Now, he's easy to spy. He got 0 on the chest. He's like 6'12". But watch what he does. Once again, this is about scheming things up. Now, you're finna have run action. Now, the tight ends are doing the off tight end is doing a good job of just, you don't know if it's run or you don't know if it's pass. They told him, listen, put your hands on your hips, and they probably told him, don't put your hands on the ground when it's run, and don't put your hands on your hips when it's pass. I want you to switch it up a little bit. So the off tight end is kind of making the play because the outside linebacker and it looks like that safety on that side has the two tight ends. But I want you to watch the mind games of Mr. Darnell Washington. Now, Stetson Bennett, they're going to run action. Stetson comes. They call this a launch point. Now, Stetson is he's looking all the way to the far left at those receivers on the other side of the field. Mr. Moon, number 7, he has Darnell Washington, but he's going to look. So they say, Stetson, now I want you to do bad I want you to use your eyes now to get that defender to look at what you're looking at. So now he's looking to the left, What y'all don't see is, you see Mr. Darnell Washington right here. He's the tight end with his hand on the ground. We would call him the Y tight end. The U tight end is always the move tight end. So this play action, Darnell Washington, he comes off the ball. Listen, holding it. They're going to run play action. All right, you got all these defenders are coming up. So now, pass. They'll talk the backup, get in the zone. The problem is there's nobody there. So you look at all these 3 defenders at Florida. All 3 of them are looking at Stetson. And then you see Darnell Washington. People think, okay, where's the ball going? Stetson's going to throw the ball to the left. He is going to throw the ball to the left, but not in who you think. Looking down the field. Now, people, this is called wide open. This is one of those ones. We call this a layup. Stetson was like, don't rush the throw. Darnell. Now Darnell, he jumped in the air. That's an old receiver tactic. If you want to make sure you catch it, I don't know what the jumping off the ground does, but it makes it so that, even back when I played, you don't want to drop the wide open. Darnell Washington will never be this wide open in his life, ever. Now, Darnell Washington, the reason why I say is, as you can see, he's catching the ball, but he's not looking it in. He's looking downfield because, like, man, I want to see. He's finna do his best Brock Bowers impression. He's finna try to turn it on. Now, Brock is easily 4'5", maybe 4'4". I would say Darnell's probably 4'6", 4'7", but this is what we call pick him up to put him down. The guy that's covering him has to catch him, and he's not even in the screen now. I'm gonna run this thing. Darnell like, oh, go. There he is. I'm gonna tell you what Darnell did that Brock doesn't do. Darnell looks at the guy that's covering him. So right here, there he is. That's him. The guy that's covering him, you can barely see his feet because he didn't know what he was doing. But you know what he better do? He better find a way to get in the film. He better find a way to get on tape. So now, Darnell is saying, Darnell, you got to outrun the linebacker. Now, people, this is where I'm going to say this, outside of Kyle Pitts or maybe like a George Kittle or a Brock Bowers, tight ends are fast for tight ends, not fast for football players. And I'm going to show you what happens. What was supposed to happen against UAB with Brock Bowers with a safety, Moon is like, I'm already burnt. At least I can try to make a tackle. All right, let's test the 40 time. Let's test the 40. Oh, go. Now, I want you to see how hard Moon is running. He's going, and he gets caught. I will say this. What I'm most impressed with about Darnell Washington is he's a blocking tight end that can catch. Brock Bowers is a receiver tight end that had to learn how to block. This is not what he does, but it shows that when you block at Georgia, they'll find a way to scheme you up. And when they scheme you up plays against them Florida boys, you've earned it. Not because you go to Georgia, not because you're wearing number 0, not because you're from Las Vegas and you a 5-star. It's because you do things like this. Right now, this is like a run. Run, run, run. Throw to the Darnell. Darnell, pick him up, put him down. Pick him up, put him down. Pick him up, put him down. What I like the most about that play is you saw 2 guys. One guy was out of position with Moon. He had to find a way to get back into play. Darnell Washington had to do this thing that nobody does in life. That's called be patient. Block. This is what they tell you. Just when you get ready to run, hold it 1 more second. They usually set those up to be screens. So shout out to Darnell Washington for one, understanding that my role has changed because Brock Bowers is a receiver tight end. I'm the wide tight end, and I'm a team player. 2 for Moon, a guy that's playing out of position who really plays rush in, but they got him an outside linebacker because he's talented enough. But both of those guys finding a way to, when they play was called, Darnell got it done, and Moon, thank God you got back in that play because Ty Grantham was going to already be giving you a lot of 4-letter words, but I appreciate the effort.